Okay, so you're here, and I'm here, and we still have to get from Joseph Campbell to Chuck Lorre in under 30 moves. So what does all this have to do with the Big Bang Theory? I'm glad you asked, rhetorical YouTube viewer. A better question is why and how the Big Bang Theory is as pervasive as it is to the mainstream, as well as to the geek culture. Of course, it is written brilliantly, the cast all perform excellently, and it's smart and clever and quirky, but that has never really guaranteed success in the mainstream market. Not even the acquisition of Kaley Cuoco guarantees that you'll become part of the zeitgeist. Can you think of the last time a smart, i.e. geek-derived television show won an Emmy for anything other than sci-fi and fantasy? Well, Jim Parsons, the actor who plays Dr. Sheldon Cooper, won Best Actor for lead in a comedy series, beating out such magnanimous forces as Alec Baldwin and Steve Carell. So what is it about this show that allows it to resonate with people who, when being presented this level of performance and mise-en-scène from other, more directly geeky sources, usually turn their heads or look down their noses on it? How did they get it right? Let's suppose for a moment that Campbell's theory of the collective unconscious is accurate. Lord knows the intrepid heroes of the show are far from epic. Each of them has a vulnerability, an essential failure, the essence of which is the source of their comedic folly. Leonard is a dopey, brainy man-child, simultaneously trapped within the sitcom narrative framing as the unlucky romantic, but also constantly repressing or overindulging his sexual nature, a modern-day Oedipus not-so-Rex. Mind you, Oedipus's tragic reveal led him to blind himself. At best, we just get a few laughs at Leonard's expense. Oh, but he wears glasses, so there's a good symbological connection there. Sheldon is a quagmire of too many repressions to adequately cover here, but more key to his comedic folly are the rare moments when his genius overtakes him or his mortality overwhelms him. Sheldon is more or less a cross between Spock and Dr. Frankenstein. Howard is more or less a less cool Woody Allen. And Raj is often played as the stranger in a strange land. He represses his very existence, living in America as a foreigner. It's not a narrative they delve into directly, very often on the show, all the more reason to believe it is a difficult and private pain for Rajesh to deal with. I mean, why else would his subconscious form a Bollywood dance sequence in his daydreams? Penny has that special kind of repressed damage that is rarely fully revealed, but only chipped away at. Her failure as an actress, her promiscuity, her frequent alcoholism. But the irony is that these are the flaws in her character that allow her to complement the rest of the damaged lot. Each of these characters carries a symbolic resonance that triggers something in our collective unconscious. It's not a desire to emulate, it's not a desire to repute, rather it is the recognition of counterpart. The collective unconscious is endemically neurotic, and anything that taps into the universality of neuroses, especially during times of war, will be much more likely to strike a chord with people. So does that mean that the show is only getting the attention it's getting because it taps into our primal neurotic natures? Of course not. It's getting the attention it deserves for being a bloody fantastic show. I personally think Chuck Lorre should put an end to his other show and give Charlie Sheen's flabbergasting salary to a cast and crew that not only deserve it, but have earned it. Besides, 2.5 Men's ratings are going to crash now that people can follow Charlie Sheen on Twitter. Of course, that's just my ignoble opinion.
The earth began to cool, the autotrophs began to drool, Neanderthals developed tools, we built a wall. We built the pyramids, math, science, history, unraveling the mystery that all started with a big bang.
Subscribe.
Thank you, Subscribosaur.